Monday, and as the year winds down, it's a time for us to look at our finances.
I found a study recently that was pretty startling, actually, when I started looking at the numbers, Bets. Caring.com reported that 1 in 3 working seniors unretired, went back into the workforce. So I sat down with experts and some local employees to find out what is driving this trend.
Retirement. It's something so many of us can't wait for, and then it happens.
It was a couple days after New Year's. I was standing in my living room, kind of just looking around thinking, what am I going to do?
Sue Finley and her husband Mike Pella are now in this stage of life, but they aren't quite ready to fully settle into a retirement lifestyle.
I need to be active, I need to feel productive, I need to feel like I'm making a contribution somewhere.
In fact, a new study from Caring.com found that 14% of retired seniors say they're likely to return to work, and the reasons vary from wanting to stay active to financial considerations.
52% of the seniors cited inflation as the greatest factor in their return to work. On average, the seniors polled are looking to plug about a $500 gap per month in their income.
Inflation peaked in 2022 at 9.1%, the highest rate since 1981.
We've had 6 consecutive months of inflation slowing, but the prices are still high.
That's Lou Reyes. He hosts the Over 50 TV channel on YouTube, giving people in their 50s financial advice. He says many Americans left the workplace too soon because of COVID, and others, like Mike and Sue, are filling gaps in their income.
I wish somebody had told me that when I was young. Start saving for retirement as soon as you start making money. Even if it's just small amounts, it adds up.
Mike now works part-time with students at Tri-C, where he's a contractor in the student production office, sharing knowledge he gained throughout his career. He says that is a big reason why he's still working.
I feel like I'm making a contribution. I feel like I'm putting back into the industry what I have taken out of it for 30-some-odd years.
As for Sue, she finds solace in freelancing for the company she once worked for, knowing there is a light at the end of the tunnel and much more flexibility to live life on her terms.
It had been about 30 years that I had had a real summer.
Wow.
My husband's family would rent a house up in Presque Isle. I would get like a 27-hour vacation after to get back to work. To know that that wasn't always looming made it easier to go back.
What advice would you give to someone that might be watching this, who's getting ready to make that move?
I would recommend to someone contemplating retirement that they also look at the emotional considerations, being away from your comrades, your friends.
And Reyes says, have a plan and don't be afraid to ask for advice.
We don't know everything, you know, like if we're going to make a decision that's going to affect our life, affect our family, affect our future. Well, talk to somebody, find somebody who's wise, who can give you objective opinion. Talk to somebody who's objective, who can assess your skills.
Now, Reyes also shared some other tips with us, saying that if you're headed back to the workforce, and this one might be hard for some to hear, but if you're going back, don't expect to get paid as much as you made when you left. He also advised Americans to find a side business if you can. Hopefully it's in line with one of your hobbies or something that you love. He says it's a lot more fun that way. Or if you don't want to go all in and start your own business, learn a marketable skill. Computers, obviously, top of the list.
Yeah, I think it's always interesting when you have somebody who has an extensive work history coming in new into an environment.
Yes.
And they mix it up, but it's a good thing. Like, it's a different perspective. And I think that that's, you know, diversity is not just cultural diversity, it's age diversity, it's all diversity.
100%.
And when you bring that diversity angle into it, it just makes everything run better because it's coming in from different perspectives and different experiences.
Yes, absolutely. And the folks we talked to all found some good things about going back into the workforce and some things that they didn't love so much. But it is kind of a, you know, like any new job, you've got to feel it out. You've got to make sure it's the right fit. And it is a trend, and the experts that we spoke with said it's not going away anytime soon.
I like that whole idea of doing things on your own terms.
Yeah.
It's a foreign concept
Freedom.
right now. But someday maybe.
It's out there for you.